Representative Rivas. I now recognize Representative Lateefah Simon from California for 4 minutes.
Thank you so much. Thank you to our chairs who brought us all together here. Thank you to the witnesses. The reality is that this moment demands that we acknowledge, like has been said before, the long lineage of federal power exercised without guardrails. It's important on this weekend and every day moving forward that we acknowledge the history that Trump alludes when he says he's going to make this country great again, a return to a time when blatant displays of outright bigotry and racism and state-sanctioned violence went unchecked. We are very clear that the residents of this here city are checking that unchecked violence. And we are so proud as a nation and so inspired that you resemble so clearly the young people, multiracial young people who stood up to a horrific government where they stuck hoses on young people, hoses so strong that those hoses could tear the skin off the protesters. Today, on the weekend of Martin Luther King's birthday, we were reminded that that struggle never ended through your work here. Dr. King not only fought segregation, but economic exploitation and militarism and the abuse of government power. Accountability can't end, and we know it should not, must not end with this hearing or the next news cycle. Instead of going on much further, I want to continue to give so much love to Miss Good's family. My daughter lost her father at a very young age, and I know what it means for children to grow up without their parents. The horrors of what this state, meaning our executive branch, have called justice. The horrors. One of the things that I think is extremely important for me to convey here as someone who is Muslim, and this is our holy day, it is Jummah, is to acknowledge that the Trump administration has waged an all-out war on Muslims in this country. And Mr. Hussein, you talked a lot about this amazing community, the Somali community, and given it's our holy day, it was also mentioned that mosques and other places of worship and faith are under attack. I wanted to give you the last minute that I have to give us more color on what's happening in the communities that you represent. Thank you.
Thank you. And I just want to echo your point. We love this state. We love the people of this state. And I personally believe on this day that God has chosen Minnesota after the murder of George Floyd to bear that burden. And once again, we are asked to bear the burden of standing up for this nation. And I don't believe that's an accident. I believe there's incredible goodness in this great state. And Renee Good is part of that. But we are called in this moment to come together, and Minnesotans, all walks of life are coming together. In this moment, we are displaying hope and love in the midst of hate and fear. And I will tell you, I have seen people in the midst of fear, but at the same time seeing their neighbors, checking in on them. I have seen young people rise up, walk out of their high schools, standing up for each other. I will tell you, this moment is the moment, as my colleague just mentioned, for the first time in this country, we are going to fix the immigration problem. For the first time in this country, we're going to make every person be dignified because of God giving them that dignity. So I will tell you, my community is extremely resilient. They are young and capable, and I'm incredibly impressed. But this moment, the love of Minnesota and the incredible Norwegians, and we're a little passive aggressive and we say oops and all those kind of things. But if you put us in a corner,
that's right,
we will take care of each other.
Minnesota is going to show us the way. Thank you, sir. You're all showing us the way. Thank you.
So beautifully said.